The Righteous Gemstones follows the titular Gemstones, a dysfunctional family of televangelists who have let the power of their megachurch go to their heads. The patriarch of the family is Eli Gemstone, a widower and pastor who is trying to expand his network of megachurches while also having to deal with his obnoxious and troublemaking children. His expansion plans put him at odds with smaller neighboring churches, including one run by Reverend Johnny Seasons. Eli also brings in his estranged brother-in-law, Baby Billy Freeman, to run a new church despite decades of conflicts between the two. When they were younger, Baby Billy and his now-deceased sister Amy Lee were child star singers who toured churches across the country. Now an old man, Baby Billy was still obsessed with the fame that his hit single Misbehavin' brought him, and he continues to mooch off the Gemstone family name with his much younger wife Tiffany by his side. Eli's youngest son is Kelvin Gemstone, who serves as the church's youth pastor. Kelvin lives with his best friend and recent convert Keith, who was formerly a Satanist. Following his conversion, Keith views Kelvin as a spiritual leader doing whatever is asked of him. And it doesn't help that Kelvin believes that he may in fact be Jesus reincarnate. Eli's daughter is Judy Gemstone, who is overlooked by her father and often acts out for attention. She gets engaged to the sensitive and neurotic BJ, but their relationship becomes strained throughout the season. As a spiteful Baby Billy tries to woo Judy to his side and her ego grows larger, BJ becomes frustrated with his fiance's power trips and breaks up with her, although they do reconcile by the season finale. And then there's Jesse Gemstone, the eldest of Eli's children. Looked at as the successor of the Gemstone Empire, Jesse has let the fame and power corrupt him, and he struggles to hide his arrogant personality and his debaucherous behavior. On a wild night of partying with several of his friends from church, Jesse is caught on tape doing drugs and cheating on his wife Amber. That tape gets into the hands of Scotty, a washed-up stuntman from LA looking to blackmail the Gemstones to collect some cash. Unbeknownst to Jesse, Scotty is also working alongside Jesse's estranged son Gideon. Gideon had grown tired of his family's hypocritical ways and moved to LA to be a professional stuntman, but when his career failed and he met the scheming Scotty, the two formed a plan to swindle money from the Gemstone Empire. Gideon returns home to his parents with the true motive to gain information and act as the inside man on the heist he planned with Scotty. During his time back home, Gideon begins to bond with his father and feels guilty about his betrayal. And so when Scotty shows up at the Gemstone compound and holds Jesse at gunpoint, Gideon intervenes to save his father. Scotty locks up Jesse and Gideon in a vault and flees the Gemstone compound with a huge stash of money. Unfortunately for Scotty, Baby Billy is, distracted by his wife Tiffany while driving and crashes into the thief. And though Scotty survives the crash, he doesn't survive the accidental bullet to the head he takes from a scared Tiffany. Baby Billy and Tiffany then find the stolen money and take it for themselves. Back at the Gemstone compound, Gideon's betrayal has now been exposed to his family and Amber banishes him. Gideon gives his father the incriminating blackmail video and leaves. Jesse, feeling inspired by his son's honesty, decides to gather his friends and their spouses to play the video and confess his own sins. This obviously backfires horrendously as the wives are understandably pissed, and Amber shoots her own husband in the butt with a rifle. When the Gemstones discover that Baby Billy had stolen the money, they head to his house to confront him. During this confrontation, Baby Billy is struck by lightning. After awakening from his near-death experience, Billy claims to have seen Amy Lee, who encouraged him to reconcile with Eli. Baby Billy returns the stolen money and then goes on tour, exploiting his supposed spiritual experience. To replace Baby Billy as pastor, Eli hires Johnny Seasons. And as the season comes to a close, Jesse Gemstone reflects on the sins he's committed and the damage he's caused, potentially costing him his family. And so, a repentant Jesse heads to Haiti to perform missionary work with Gideon, father and son both hoping to atone for their sins. And that's everything that happened in Season 1 of Righteous Gemstones. Let me know some of your favorite moments from Season 1 in the comments below, and what are you most looking forward to seeing in Season 2? Like this video if you found it helpful, subscribe to this channel for more content like it, buy some merch if you're extra chill, and that does it for me in this video, but I'll see you in the next one.